Coaching Girl Show. This morning I was talking to my colleague, and she and I share a seat on a bereavement resource board here locally. And Suzanne asked me, so tell me, why did you start the Good Grief Coaching Girl? What made you start this? And so I wanted to share that with you and how I got here. When my children were 3 months and 3 years old, I had a loss of my 17-year-old sister. And my sister was involved in a car accident and she was taken tragically. That has been 30 years ago. My late father passed away recently it'll be 5 years, and that was a big hit to our family. There's been a lot of other losses as well that's happened in my life, but to be really honest, this is a pain that I will live with for the rest of my life. The Good Grief Coaching Girl came about where I had to be creative with my loss. I had to find ways and solutions and resources to be able to have an expression and also find a healing element in the midst of my grief. One of the reasons that I've started this YouTube channel and also my other social media platforms is I believe we all have a story. And my story basically is that I want to be able to live the best life possible. And we all have had that. We've had a lot of challenges that we've had to overcome, but most of all, the beauty is that we can overcome them. And by God's grace, I've been able to overcome them, and I want to share my 30 years of experience with you. So the Cantu Cottage and Company is another business that I have. And what happened is that Cantu Cottage and Company was created so that I could have architectural salvage and garden art pieces. And I made a memorial garden for my late sister, Rebecca. And when I did this, I was using really cool architect pieces that were able to be like art, stained glass, things that would be able to honor her memory. And then after that, I started using flowers, planting bulbs, dahlias, all these other things to give me a passion to make sure that I honored her beauty. It was really a rough time being that my sister was so young and my children were young as well. But that's not the whole story. On top of that grief, when my sister was in this car accident, she moved across the street with her mother. That was tragic for me, and I remember thinking, how am I going to get through this? I remember being so angry at God saying, why would you let this happen to me? I am your girl. But I learned later that that truly was, our adversities are God's universities. And that adversity gave me an opportunity to process my anger, my grief, all the feelings that you feel when you have trauma or loss. And so that's just a little snippet of how I got involved in this Good Grief Coaching Girl. There's a lot more to these stories, and I promise I will be sharing them in the future. But I will tell you that the good news is that I was able to process creatively and get to where I am now. Grief can make you ugly. It can make you mad. It can make you so crazy. But the beauty is that if you embrace the pain, you too can find creative ways to start your healing heart, because we all have a broken heart. We can have a broken heart from a job loss. We can have a broken heart from a relationship. We can have a broken heart from losing a precious loved one. Some of the things that I share at the Good Grief Coaching Girl is that I will teach you how to creatively do so, how to create a creative mind to be able to create a healthy heart. Please share all this information, and let's make my community, the Good Grief Coaching Girl, blast all of this world so that we can have a community that's going to bring hope, because we sure need it. So Cantu can do, we can do it, and most of all, stay safe, stay well, and God bless you. Thank you so much for taking a moment to join me today. I'm so happy that you popped in and looking forward to our community that will be powerful, encouraging, and resourceful. This is Elizabeth. I am the Good Grief Coaching Girl, and I would love for you to follow me on my YouTube channel, Good Grief Coaching Girl, my Facebook page at Good Grief Coaching Girl, also my Twitter at Good Grief Coaching G, and Instagram is at Good Grief Coaching Girl. I also will be launching my website within the next month. Very excited, and I can't wait to see you in the community. Take care.